pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
And like I said, we are also seeing uproars of the people, like I mentioned earlier with the protests. Many finally realizing that the government could care less about them. It's about their well-being. The race wars are more prevalent. Nothing is being hidden anymore. Um, you have these nations like China versus Taiwan, going back into Ukraine and Russia deal. North Korea, South Korea, and the Ish people. In the whole, the U.S., aka Babylon, is stuck in the middle because they trying to be the watchdog over everything. Pestilences leading to famines, a certain illness attacking chickens, causing egg prices to skyrocket. All these famines and pestilences. Age-old sicknesses making their comeback back into the world. Tuberculosis. What's that?
Whooping cough.
Yeah, the whooping cough. Bubonic plague. I think I heard something that came. Somebody got diagnosed with that a few years ago. So that's back on the earth. But all these are pestilences that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is putting back on this earth. He's visiting the earth in all types of ways.
So Matthew 24, verse 8, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yeah, these are all sorrows, the things, the prophecies that point to the latter time.
17. Luke 17 said 22.
17,
26. Luke 17 and verse 26. As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. Yep. Luke 17 and 27. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
So the same thing our people were involved in before the flood came, they're going to be the same in that same lot when Yahweh shall return. All the people concerned about is committing all types of evil and not caring or thinking of the Lord's return. But that the word repentance isn't even in Jake's mindset right now. The Lord is releasing his fault.
Luke 17. You ready? Luke 17 and verse 27 again. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Verse 28. Likewise also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they built.
They look around you and you see apartment buildings being built in tight confined spaces. Forests getting chopped down for more manufacturing facilities. Esau just wants his whole earth encased in concrete. Then you got our people, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, thinking of lifelong goals here, as I mentioned earlier. But that's all in vain, not thinking that this place is, they're thinking that this place is going to last forever, and it's not. There's an expiration date. But the Lord is going to come when you least expect it.
Luke 17 and verse 29. I got to read it since they destroyed the sun. Luke 17 and verse 29, it says, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all.
That's what's going to happen to this place, where it's going to be the form of those ICBMs, nuclear thermal warfare.
I was thinking, was it Isaiah 3 or Isaiah 6? They declared their sin is Sodom. Yeah.
there. It's Isaiah 3 in verse 9. It said, the shoe of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. So the shoe of their countenance is, your look, man, your face. And I think we went over this last week about a Mo. You can just tell he ain't living right, man. He wears on his face. And there's a time where it's called being down low. And you still got people that are down low, hiding their Moism and sodomite tendencies, right? But now they don't care no more because you got parades of this behavior, man, where it's exalted and praised, man, because it's a sign that this is the wicked kingdom of the Lord prophesied about. Babylon the Great, so-called America, man. You're supposed to get put to death, man, because being like that, it brings confusion, man, it brings death. So that's why the Lord had that purge out of Israel, because, again, that's a disease, man. It's not that mentality is wrong, man. It's an error. So again, going to how the Lord is justifying destroying this place, because look, they don't feel bad for being mold, man. They don't feel bad for being evil. They don't blush. They're not skipping a beat. They get up and continue on the day like it's nothing that they did wrong, man. That's why the Lord has to come back and bring this place down, man, because that's the problem, right?
What was that? Woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Yep. The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5 and verse 2, it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim so coming as a thief in the night. Okay, like I said, Jake keeps putting off fearing the Lord for one, thinking that this place is never going to end, and the Lord's going to come back. Yahweh Shah doesn't even know the time of day when he's coming back. Only the Lord knows. Yahweh. The angels don't even know. So Jake's still not taking that in consideration, and still wanting to go and commit folly and all types of abomination and wicked acts, because he's thinking that he's not going to get judged for it, and that's a lie. He will be judged. The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So part of that sudden destruction is when the Lord fully lets Esau off their chains. And he ushers in those troops to kick in your door 2 a.m. in the morning to drag you off to some internment camp, some FEMA camp. And there's nothing you can do about it. Martial law in full effect, and there's nothing, if you're not trusting in the Lord and the Lord is not in your thoughts, you're not going to get saved out of that situation. Only the Lord's elect will be saved through all this chaos and turmoil. Let the next brother come on.
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10, it says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
It says arise ye and depart, all right? So arise, come into this precious light of this knowledge, wisdom, of the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures. It says arise ye and depart. So this doesn't mean to take a plane, a train, a jet, or a cruise ship to go into another country. All right, this means to depart spiritually. All right, to put off those philosophies and doctrines that you was taught in the world. All right, the democracy. All right, the false religions. Okay, put off those idols. All right, stop being sodomites. Men lying with men, women lying with women. All right. And stop worshiping the traditions of men, which is these, I like to call them folly days, man. Your so-called Christmas and, New Year's and, all right, I guess they worshiping this BS that they call Saint Patrick's Day.
Read again. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, arise ye and depart, For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
Right? It says because it is polluted, man. And what is it polluted with? You know, GMO food, plastic water. All right. They got those CHEM trails in the sky. All right, which is full of barium and aluminum. All right, so all kind of different heavy metals. All right, that radiation coming from your Wi-Fi modem in your home. All right, and ultimately it's polluted with the blood of the saints, man. You know, if you do your history, you look into the Tuskegee trials. All right, you look into the Devil's Punch Bowl and the Trail of Tears. All right, where they committed mass genocide on our on our people, man. You know, the so-called natives, which biblically they are known as the tribe of Gad.
Let me read again. It's Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction.
With a sore destruction, man. That's why you have to detach from this place. All right, because the Lord is going to come with all type of horrific judgments. You know? This place got an expiration date.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Right, it says, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. All right? You know, and where's our captivity? Here in America. All right? Because our people, we're corporate slaves. Okay, that's why you got a social security card. You know? And you're gonna need that in order to receive their benefits, man. All right, you're gonna need a social security card in order to get a Section 8, to get WIC, to get SNAP.
Baruch 3 and verse 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, for thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Right, it says what thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, you know, because our people have been put to an open shame here. You can't even go to the local gas station without it being like a scene from that movie Menace to Society, where you got the Moabite, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Asian, so-called Chinese, you know, in the store, like, you know, following you around, like, hurry up and buy, you know, because our people, you know, we've been falsely accused of things we haven't done, you know, just like you got all those videos, all right, on these social media sites with these cameras, man, you know, talking about Jake ran over. All right, you know what I'm saying? Jake is on her property and he won't leave. All right, what they say? Ninjas love watermelon. You know, man, because we made a reproach. It said we are scattered for a reproach and a curse. All right, and we're under those curse. And it says a curse because you know the Lord has removed their heads from us, which is their protection. Because you have by Shem outside, our shield and buckler, man. You know. From these adversaries. That's all we surrounded by. That's why the scriptures tell you that, man, we're troubled on every side. No, we surrounded by these people.
Baruch 3 and verse 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, for thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments.
Right, it says we subject to payments, man. As the scripture said, we have to go to our enemies for the one of all things.
Finishing Baruch 3 and 8, according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
So according to all the iniquities of our forefathers, then where iniquity goes into sin upon sin.
Finishing Baruch 3 and 8, it says, which departed from the Lord our power.
Right, it says, which departed from the Lord our power. And how did we depart? And how did our forefathers depart from the Lord our power, man? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Because they broke the covenant and they started worshiping these idols. You know, taking on the customs and practicing the things of the deceivers.
Yeah. Get too bad.
This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. This is the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little.
Right, it says ye have so much and bring in little, man. All right? Because what you pretty much you're laboring, you laboring for crumbs, man. You barely have enough to make groceries for the week, you know. As in back in the ancient times, the great men of our nation, we had farms and vineyards, you know. But see, the Lord took those things away from our people, you know what I'm saying, due to the curses, due to our disobedience. Yeah, you got it.
And bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes.
Earn the ways to put in the bag with holes, because our people, we live in paycheck to paycheck, you might get 40 plus hours a week, with overtime. But after you done paid for it, after you done paid your rent, you know what I'm saying, your mortgage or your car insurance or whatever expenses you have, you know what I'm saying, you barely have anything, because Esau, he gonna come with those taxes as well. Get the book of Baruch 4 and 6.
It's Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. It says, "Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies."
Right. It said what it said? Ye were sold to the nations, man. Who are the nations? These heathens. All right. It said, well, ye were sold to the nations. I'm start hearing this, man.
Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies."
It said you were sold to the nations, man. Like I said, these heathens, ultimately, Esau, Edom, had us in chattel slavery, man, with iron yokes on our neck and shackles around our ankles. It said, well, you said you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction. It said, well, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, man, was that word wrath goes into his extreme anger. All right. It said,
It's Baruch chapter 4 and verse 6. "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies."
All right, you were delivered unto the enemies, and you can read about your enemies in the pursuing the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter. All right, it speaks about Edom, the so-called white man, Moab, the so-called Chinese. All right, it speaks about Ishmael, the so-called Arab. Okay, the Philistines, these doodle-eating Africans. All right, these are your enemies, man.
You read it?
You can read verse 7.
It's Baruch 4 and verse 7. "For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High."
Right, the sacrificing unto devils, which goes back, into that pagan worship, man. These idols, man. With these heathens they think are gods, but what's that? The book of Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, it tells you, it speaks about who, basically like that, and going into that. They say that they are gods who are no gods. We get Hebrews 13 and 14.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, verse 14. "For here have we no continuing city."
Right, it says, for here we have no continuing city, man. In this place, which is spiritually Egypt. That word Egypt goes into bondage. All right. You know, because we were, oh, Miss Rain. Like the brother said, Miss Rain.
You right on here. Real way to say this
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. For here, have we no continuing city.
Right. You know, spiritually Egypt, man, which is here in America, you know. The place of our captivity, man, this bondage. You know, because the Lord didn't, you know, because we here for punishment for our disobedience, man. You know, we're not here to prosper, man. We're not here to try to set up a community. Like the brother Kabaya beautifully brought out, you know, he was speaking on Durham, in Durham, North Carolina, they had the Black Wall Street set up, I think around about 1960, and they end up tearing it down. You know, I think they had built like a highway or something. Yeah, so hey man, you know, that ain't what we were set up for.
Okay, this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14.
For here, it's like a side note, the one in Wilmington was better than the one in Durham.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to that one. Yeah. No, you know, your own time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Definitely.
I guess it would be because that's a court season.
Exactly.
This is Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
But we seek one to come, man. Because the Lord has prepared a kingdom for us, man. You know, a kingdom for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the true biblical Israelites, the true sons of God, man. Yahshua RALEIGH. He is the prince of the power, you know. Lord has said, you know, the Lord has the, you know, it says, but we seek, because he said, well, we seek the city to come, man, which is, we got the kingdom of heaven, all right, to look forward to. But, you know, before we enter into the kingdom of heaven, it's going to come with much tribulation. It's going to come with sufferings, all right, persecution, you know, and it's going to come with that hour of temptation. Because, you know, Sleazy E, all right, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he wants his birthright back. So what does that mean? He's going to mandate that MOTB. He's trying to merge man with machine, all right? Because he's gonna make it mandatory for you to take that implantable device in order for you to buy or sell. You know, there's spoken of in the book of Revelation 13 and 16. Hey, with that being said, Lord's willing, you was edified. Hey, how about Shema Shabbat Barakatah? Shalom.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
So you go into folly. What is folly? Folly is pretty much misbehavior, bad behavior. And it's a sign of mental weakness. So folly being set in great dignity is ultimately the misplacement of leadership, man. You know, you have people that are exalted that shouldn't be exalted, man. They shouldn't be put in positions of power to lead people because they're led themselves by their own wickedness, man. Because again, going to folly, it's a sign of a dying society. It's misplaced morals. Why is it, you know, in this world, entertainment, you know, and BS is pushed forward more than wisdom, self-improvement. Because why? This is a sign of a dying society, man. And again, this is nothing new under the sun, man. You know, so read that one more time.
It is Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yep, and that's a sign that this kingdom is not supposed to be ruling for a long period of time, man. It's ultimately just set for an example. Someone get on Psalm 12 and 8, just a quick one. The wicked are exalted on every side when the wise men are exalted. Because again, you know, that's why when the Lord said, don't marvel when the world hates you, because we're not of this world. He said the world loves its own, so the stuff that we're into, the world not into. Because why this world is condemned, man. You know? You got it?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 12 and verse 8. The wicked walk on every side when the violent men are exalted.
Yep, so this place encourages evil, you know? Encourage evil. You got niggas talking about killing their grandmas flying on the block, then you got niggas featuring on it, meaning he's consenting, you know? Yeah, you got a whole album about it, you know? And this is glorified, you know? You got something?
This is the book of John,
Acts chapter 7 and 7, and it reads, "The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it that the works thereof are evil."
Exactly. Because again, the Lord says it's evil, man. You know, it's not our opinion, what we feel, you know, because remember, we came from the same world you still don't want to get out of, man. You know, you understand. You know the grasp and the gravity and the temptation that comes with being in the world. But we're here to tell you there's another glory, man. Speaking these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Being past black, okay? Getting past, you know, food trucks and burritos and shit, man. You know, there's something better out there, man. You're going to be making lunch for the rest of your life, man. No, man. The Lord has a nation of kings and priests, and it's because of our wisdom that we possess. Right? So remember, the Lord said what this world is doing is evil. Get 1 Corinthians 1. It says the wisdom of this world is foolishness. What's the first? It started like
If you look at 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 25, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men,
yep.
And the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men.
Yep, because this is what, you know, you come out here, if you don't know what's going on, okay, you walk past, right, you maybe came across the video, you'll say what we're doing is foolish. Because, what they call evil good and good evil. Because ultimately you're bugged out. Your scale of judgment is off, it's skewed toward wickedness. Because you're judging things that you don't understand according to the world standard. You know, so of course you're not going to comprehend. When the angels get on Ezra's, you know, about certain things he was asking, remember that he's a man of the Lord. And what the angel said, he said, your heart's too full in the world to comprehend the things of the Most High, man. That's why he had to go on affliction and the fast to ground himself, man, to get more spiritual. You know, notice, you know, especially when you go on an affliction, what happens is you take a nap, you get attacked, man. Them demons start going. Because why? It's a burden process, man. You understand that there's a world that you don't see, and the spirits and things that move and influence the world that Yahweh try to warn us about, man, being spiritual warfare. But get that with the.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 5 verse 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yep, so that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Did we not have the example, you know, flavor of the week? You know, all these offshoot camps, man. You know, all your wickedness is spewing out. You don't even realize it, man. You know, talking about lettuce. Calling lettuce bitter. Lettuce is full of water. What are you talking about? You know, lettuce would be sweet. Romaine lettuce. You know, but you know, again, the point is the mentality behind it. It's weakness. You know, it's too bitter. I don't like the taste of it. But you know, it's a sign that these men aren't going through nothing, man. You know.
Kabar. Yeah, I think that was a small hat custom that used romaine lettuce.
Really? Talmud.
Yeah, Talmud. Yeah, some Talmud.
Exactly. So you don't understand that you men are picking up customs of the nation that the Lord abhors, man. You know, this rapping and shit. You know, these are customs of the heathen that are not part of our culture, man. We sing songs, we make music, but we're not talking about, you know, parking people and shooting niggas and all this other stuff, man. That's not of the nation of Israel, man. That's heathen customs, man. That ultimately goes back to Esau, right? Going back to the spirit of Cain. He was a murderer from the beginning. He was a liar, right? He's a sinful and bloody man, right? And that's been pushed on our people, right? And that's why, again, going to your judgment is skewed. It's not, the Lord said, in a righteous balance, man. It's wickedness inside the Lord, man. Just waits, you know? So again, when the world glorifies wickedness, right, sin becomes normalized. So being evil is normal. This is not, we just read earlier in Isaiah 3rd chapter, all right? They're declaring the sin of Sodom and they hide it not, their countenance. They just want to be all angry, you know, saying they just got a demonic low vibration on them, man. Because they glorify being evil, being dark, masked up, you know, hiding their eyes. Because why? Because they hide their intent. It says the light of the body is the eyes, man. So you covering up your eyes, you got people wearing sunglasses in daylight, they got demons on them, man. You know? And again, woe means destruction. Right? And that's why, again, destruction is coming because folly. Right? Folly is the reason why destruction is coming. Got to post the heart on his last videos, going into Malachi 4:1. The day that shall come shall burn as an oven. The Lord is pissed off, man. And people think they're exempt because they know a few things. They can finagle and finesse a few people. They got the likings of the masses. hey, the Lord said whatever is esteemed among men is going to be a base, man. You know. But go back to that quickness. Did you have something else? Yeah.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 1, and verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
Yes, because it's how the Lord ultimately is glorified. Okay, He takes the underdog, so to say. That's what makes the story great. It makes it so sweet. You know, the Lord chooses nobodies, right? And more so men that are of humble mindset. Because when you come from this world, you know, that again glorifies niggas that can dunk a basketball, glorifies niggas that can rap fast and rhyme and shit and dress cool, right? On YouTube, going viral and stuff like that, doing stupid stuff. Okay, niggas that are famous that shouldn't be famous. When you go to the word famous means thirsty, right? You're thirsty for your attention because ultimately you're trying to fill a void of your self-unimportance, right? But again, going to the point, the Lord choosing the foolish things of the world to confound the wise because the Lord is stronger than you, man. You know, what you call strong, what you call wise, okay? You call great, the Lord calls foolishness, man. Again, He chose men that, again, go back to that humble mentality because really these men are the men you want ruling over you, man, because they fear Yahweh Shai. Get Proverbs 26 and 1. Just a quick one, and we'll come back to that quick now. Proverbs 26 and 1. Because again, most people that are in positions of power, someone else get them that are first and last. But Yahweh said this real quick. Get that Proverbs 26 and find it where it says Yahweh said, "May that be first and shall be last."
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 26, verse 1. As snow in summer and as rain in harvest, so honor is not seeming for a fool.
Yep, so giving honor to a foolish person is like having snow in summer, right? Having rain in harvest. It's confusion, all right? You know? And it's ultimately, it's not natural and it's harmful, right? It messes the whole cycle, but everything's up. It says in Isaiah, someone else got that too, where it says, Isaiah 3 and 12, that's my people, children of their oppressors, right? Get what Isaiah said. Yeah, get that Isaiah.
Okay, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yep, so again, a sign of instability. It's a sign of an unstable world. That cannot hold up for too much longer. But women being in power and children being our oppressors, which you're going to understand a bit, a child meaning of no rank, insignificant. A child, he has to be raised up, all right, until he's of age, then he can be, under the law, ultimately, right, be respected and honored. When you're a child, you have no rank, you have no say-so, man. You know? So that child is Esau, right? Esau, the so-called white man, all right, who's in power, according to prophecy, that will be in power, right, to usher in the Lord's return, man, right? And then you widows gonna follow him and ooh and ah after him because why? Because you've been, Apostle Paul said, as Eve has been beguiled by the serpent, right? You've been turned away from the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. You know. And then, of course, women who ruling over, that means ultimately they have more say-so, especially than a masculine man, man. Especially in the court system, you see this all the time, man. All right. And why is that so? This feminism movement, which has a demonic, satanic origin, which a lot of people don't go into stuff and follow. Okay, you just go off of what it hears. Sounds good to your ears. You want to hear what you want to hear, right? But feminism was brought in to bring instability. Instability where? In the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American household, man. All right? All this stuff the CIA, funded, man. You know? Because there's ulterior motives, but Jake don't go that deep, man. You know? Why these niggas popping up out of nowhere, getting 1 million followers, getting famous and pushed on you? Why I keep seeing this dude? Snoop Dogg, he nigga on wine bottles, he on commercials. Why is this guy being pushed for me? I don't know. This nigga make rap music about killing niggas. Now he got a change of heart. He a humanitarian. Fuck Snoop Dogg, man. You know? But read that again.
It's the book.
Read the Isaiah. My fault. You had it.
Oh, yeah. This is Isaiah 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Yep.
Oh, my people.
Yep, women rule over them again. Who's mostly now raising up these children? Bad ass children, okay? Especially in the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American household, is women, right? And they can't lead themselves. How they gonna lead a child, especially a man in these times, man? The most wicked time ever, when you have so much access to evil. It says a child from the youth is given to evil, man. As soon as they're born, they're being exposed to evil, man. You know, in the so-called hospitals, exposed to evil. All these vaccines, forgive me, right? Algorithm. All these vaccines, all the stuff they're trying to push on your child. Okay, you can't even breathe his first breath without getting the influence of evil, man. That's why true leadership is needed, man. Again, finish that. Sorry.
They which lead thee cause thee to err,
Yep.
and destroy the way of thy path.
Yep. So they that lead thee cause you to err. Okay, you're leaders. That's why you're supposed to take heed who you set a watchman over. He says in Ezekiel, you choose a man to be a watchman for you. All right. You better make sure he fears Yahweh Shai, man. You know, because again, the people that are set up to rule our people, entertainers. You know, you always go through this as our entertainers, actors, people that you shouldn't take serious, man. You know. Because most of the time they're actors, they're hypocrites. You know, you got young Didi talking about selling all type of white, you know, hugging the block and all that, and then he wanted his son to go to college, right? You don't want to follow a man like that. Okay, how many niggas he led astray, NBA young boy? How many niggas they led astray just for what? You know, to get a package deal, to sell out, you know, for pennies, which they're really just going into debt, man. These record labels that they signed to, these 360 deals and all that, that's you selling your soul away, man. And now you're a puppet. When you're bought and sold, you know, you compromise and hold back what you should be saying, man. You know, what was that? About holding back your sword from blood. Jeremiah, was it? 110:4.
Real fast. That's why someone was bringing up one of the lessons. How about Jay-Z was talking about how he wanted to be like Common. You know, but Common is a so-called, you know, conscious rapper. But it ain't no fun being a conscious rapper.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, it's not funded.
Yep.
Because that got taken out. You know, especially in the 90s. You know, because 90s, you got it. Tupac, all them, yeah, they get off, man. Because in the 90s, niggas was getting shut up like crazy. You know, because that gangster rap shit, man. Because they took out that conscious rap, man. You know, those guys, they get put in the background. They don't get a fair shake, because why? Who's in control? Small hats, right? You get it?
This is Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully,
Yep.
and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood.
Yep. So mincing words, not giving a full 100%, you know, word that our people need to hear, man. You trying to be PC, right? Trimming our way to seek love. You know, you want to be friendly. You want to come off a certain way. You're just trying to present yourself. Try to save face, man. It's not about that, man. You know, so hiding back your sword from blood is not touching stuff you should be talking about. There's certain talking points that Jake run from, especially men that call themselves Israelites, man. The grape thing, all right? There's a reasonable understanding to the grape, okay? But Jake want to be radical and emotional, all right? And you see what happens to people that mock us for that, man. What happens to them? But Jake don't learn, man, right? But you're gonna learn the hard way.
Oh no, I was just still holding that First Corinthians 1, and then you asked for that. What was that? So last shall be first.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Read that Corinthians. Matter of fact, read that Corinthians and then get that, because that'll go into nice bumps. Going back to sword from blood. Here we are in spiritual war, right? The word is a two-edged sword, cutting asunder, you know, even down to the marrow, and the center of the hearts and the tents of men.
Yeah.
But again, you want to bring on certain talking points because you want to sound cool. You want to keep the women around in the congregation, man. You know, so you can gather up funds and numbers, some scriptures. You can say, look at us, we're the biggest Israelite camp in the world. That's stupid. You know, that's not the work of Yahweh Shai, man. That's the work of deceit. Yeah.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 27. It says, "But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty."
Because again, going to the point, that's how the Lord is glorified. When it's all said and done, Yahweh Shai shall be exalted, man. Okay? No man can say I prevailed. No technology, AI, nothing's going to be able to overcome the work of Yahweh Shai, man. Right? And him alone at that day shall be exalted, man. And we're telling you beforehand, laying out that carpet, we're telling you this is the work of Yahweh Shai, man. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. Okay? It's of Yahweh Shai, man. We're just his messengers. If there's more in there. Yeah.
Yep, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 28. "And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are.
Yep. So again, the Lord uses men like us, okay, being a great millstone and like-minded men that follow the true doctrine of Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's why we're the most hated group, in all of Israel. Okay, despised, looked down at, called all type of names, followers, stuff that doesn't pertain to our character, man. Right? But that's a sign that the Lord told us that we have to deal with, being persecuted for His name's sake, man. You're not gonna be popular, you're not gonna be cool. You got guys and women saying they're no more Israelites, which is a stupid thing to say because it's a nationality. Okay, it's not some fad you pick up. Okay, you can't run away from what you're born into. Okay, you being the seed of the promise, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's what our people do. They rather let the small hats happen. Okay, not knowing there's a blessing for those people at the end of all this, man. You know.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 20, and verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last, for many be called, but few chosen.
Yep. So again, going to the point, it's not about numbers. Okay, the number that the Lord has is already sealed. Okay, but you trying to gather up numbers to try to make yourself famous or make your own self-importance, like it's about you. All right, it's not about that, man. The Lord wants the elect. Okay, the good sheep, the good fish. Okay, not the abominable and unholy, man. The Lord's gonna throw you back in the sea, the abyss of confusion, which the world promotes, man. Okay, you think you're in the truth, but you're really not, man. All right, deceiving yourselves, man. That's a scary thing. And that's why, again, the Lord has His true teachers out here. Because guess what? If these men that were not raised up, where would we be today, man? Okay, where would we be if the Lord didn't have true messages, true teachers? Okay, Spirit of our apostle nails on down, holding it down, man, to wake us up, man. Because again, if it was up to you niggas, man, we'd be here forever. We'd be ultimately destroyed in like a fire, man. We'll all be chipped up because you niggas said the chip. It's not the MOTB. All right, we'll all be done, man. All right, but the Lord, again, as He said, one for the elect's sake, no flesh will be saved, man. That's
This is the book of John, chapter 15, verse 18. This is red letter. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep, so that's the comforting thing. Because especially when you first come in, you're like, damn, why everybody not fucking with me no more, man? I got the greatest knowledge on the earth. I want to share it with everybody, but don't nobody want to hear it, man. They look at me crazy, sideways. You're growing out your hair. You're more seriously looking. You're not looking all stupid and shit, that dumbass look you might have had in the world, right? And that's intimidating because people feel like they don't understand, man. So what they do, they separate themselves, right? And the Lord said, hey, you're in good company if that happens. It's the same thing to the Lord's promise, man. But if they're all praising you, right, giving you passing back, all the hearts and likes in your comment section, all right? They did the same thing to the false prophets, okay? Niggas chose Barabbas, okay? And he was a murderer, okay? He mocked the Lord on the cross, But again, that's why Yahweh Shai has his true men out here, man,
Verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Yep. And again, it's an indicator, right? And it's not because we're doing it on purpose, We just want to be not liked, right? And hated and despised. That's not us, man. We're cool people. We're Jake, man. We're a nation of peaceful people. Jerusalem, it's a city named Peace, City of Peace. But it's a people, of course, a place. We're peaceful people, man. We don't want to fight and do other stuff. We be chilling, man. But again, it's what the Lord said. They're gonna hate us. Even though we're not innocent in our own eyes, we're innocent in the sight of the Lord, we call it elect. But because of the Lord making us innocent, all right, being those virgins, we're gonna be hated, man. It's as simple as that. It goes into the a wicked woman, she envies a righteous woman. A wicked woman is the foolish of our people. Matthew 25th chapter. Yes,
Yeah, you want that? It's the book of John, chapter 15 and verse 20. It says, remember the word that I said unto you, his servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also.
Again, that's another point. Again, the Lord covering all bases, man. That we're not greater than Him. Meaning that what he went through, we're subject to too. So it's a rite of passage. So, if the Lord had to deal with certain things, we might have to deal with it so. The Lord, it said in Hebrews that we're not tempted as onto blood like he was, beaten, bruised, He's the firstborn of every creature, and look what he had to suffer. We don't have to go that far. He already did it. But we still, again, we have to suffer with him so that we can reign with him. So it shouldn't discourage you. It shouldn't make you upset, like, damn, because again, if you're measuring according to the world, you're like, damn, we're failures, man. We're never going to be nothing. That's what the foolish thing. That's wisdom in the 3rd chapter. The heart on the wise, they seem to die, and they depart away to be utter destruction and misery, Well, our hope is full of immortality. We have better things in mind in this low, wicked place, man.
In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 23, but this people has a revolted and a rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone.
Yep, so the same words we're reading, okay? Again, the same men, that you follow after in these widow camps, all right? They read the same precepts, but it was without understanding, man. Because the fear of the Lord is one thing, but understanding is the next. Right? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and understanding is to depart from evil, So you still hold on to these evil, hedonistic customs in your congregation, man. It's a sign of lack of understanding, man. So again, going to our people that were revolting in a rebellious heart, man, meaning mind. It's just in their program, man. To just go off, man. To go against the works of the words of Yahweh Shai, man. And they revolted in God, meaning it's to their own demise, man. They did it to themselves, right? Because again, that rebellion is why suffering's coming. Okay, being revolting against the Lord, right? Being the sin of witchcraft, right? Rebellion. Hey, that's not a light thing inside the Lord, man. That's why fire's coming, man.
Verse 24. Even say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter, in his season. He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest.
Yep. So going to our people, you can tie with Amos about they say the evil should not overtake nor prevent us. Nothing's going to happen. Jacob's just complacent, right? And meaning in their hearts saying, meaning their minds, let's turn back on Yahweh Shai because, ultimately they don't acknowledge his power. They don't acknowledge the rock that begot them, man, which the Lord's a jealous power, man. And again, because of that, because you forgot, and you chose after lewdness and whoredoms, the Lord's going to bring destruction onto you, man. Because you forgot your maker, right? And it's because of pride. It's in your mind. You might think that's Romans 1. We'll probably get to that eventually, right? They don't retain the knowledge of the Lord in their mind. The Lord gave them to reprobate. Finish that.
Jeremiah 5:24. Neither say they. Jeremiah 5:25. Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholding good things from you.
Exactly. So that's why they catch hell. They wonder why they can't catch a break, so-called. It's because how you live, man. And again, going through those shortcuts, those convenient shortcuts. Remember when the Lord was tempted, what does Satan tempt him with, man? The goodness of the world. You're gonna have all this power and authority. You're gonna have all your heart's desire. All right. He didn't mention nothing spiritual to Yahweh Shai. He mentioned something carnal, man. And that's what the world offers you, man. A carnal escape. All right. And eventually, you consume it so much, you become blinded, man. And that indulgence, okay, the gluttony in the world, again, it brings sorrow, man, and destruction, man, because why your mind's not working, right? And again, the Lord's going to bring destruction because ultimately, when you take that path, it leads you ultimately onto sin. It leads, someone get Romans 1. Let's start at 28.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, in verse 28. It says, and even as they did not like to retain the Most High in their knowledge.
Yep, so to retain, someone get Hosea. As they did not like to retain the Most High, the knowledge of the Most High in their minds, right? Retain means to hold on to, right? Because what are people lacking onto broken vessels that can't hold no water, man? Cracked, rusted out. That's our people's minds, man. That's what I said in the first chapter. Our sinful nation laden with iniquity, man. Your cup can't be full of half wickedness and half righteousness. Eventually, again, that's confusion, man. You can't serve two masters.
Right.
You got something?
No, I was just thinking, what I'm saying, like when we just had the Passover, like I said, a little leaven is the whole lump.
Exactly. Leaven's evil. Get at Hosea.
In the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Rejected means it's a conscious thing. You pushed it out. You don't want it, man. You took it out. You rejected it, meaning no, I don't want it. You know, you rejected knowledge, man. What is knowledge? What is true knowledge? Again, it's the fear of Yahweh Shai and keeping His ways, man. You know, go ahead.
That thou shalt be no priest to me,
Yep.
seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. Yep. I will also forget thy children.
Yep, and you go into Hosea. Hosea was prophesying against the northern tribe, man. What was the imminent destruction that was coming? You know, the Assyrians coming, man. Ancient Assyrian Empire, grabbing them up and throwing them in captivity. The ones that didn't escape and come to America, right? You read about the 2nd and 13th chapter, going to privacy, right? But again, thou shalt be no priest unto me, meaning you're not going to get no answer from me, man. Because the priests are the diviners. They're the ones that get the answer from the Lord, man. You know? Well, I say better, the diviner is a wicked thing, more so oracle, all right? You know? Someone that has ultimately divine influence. But on the right-hand side was supposed to be the priest. And even have a higher authority, the high priest, right? So seeing you rejected knowledge, the Lord ain't going to be dealing with you, man. You're not going to get no answer, man. You can throw up incense and put all type of prayers, but you ain't going to get no response, man. Because why? Because the foundation is you sin against the power, man. You sin against Yahweh Shai, man. And you continue doing it knowingly. It's 2025, man. You know you shouldn't be laying man with man, all right? You know you shouldn't be committing adultery, all right? All this information on the internet, you still eating shrimp, ham, lobster, man. And the only thing you can say is, does it taste good? Niggas stand back and say, oh, it got protein in it. So what? So do bugs. You gonna eat a cockroach, right? That's what you're eating. Again, our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, okay? Swollen necks and ankles, right? Because they rejected knowledge. They don't want to hear knowledge. It's too much for them. Because what? Wisdom is too high for a fool, right? Foolish behavior, okay, is a reason why people are going to ultimately have their downfall in this time, man. You know? We'll go back to that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 1, and verse 28. And even as they did not like to attain the Most High in their knowledge, the Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient.
Yep, and that's the conclusion, man. Reprobate meaning lack of judgment, right? Void of judgment. It's not saying Daniel's 12th chapter, the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand. The scriptures also say that the wicked understand not judgment. When judgment happens, it's supposed to be a reminder that you need to fear Yahweh Shai. Here, judgment happens, and niggas get glorified, man. The nigga that got judged gets glorified. You put him on a t-shirt, free Ray, you know? Because why? Because our people worship murder, right? And worship, again, things that are not convenient in the sight of Yahweh Shai. So what the Lord said, okay, cool. If you don't retain the knowledge of righteousness in you, I'm going to give you over to your wicked desires, man. You can have it, right? I'm not going to correct you. I'm not going to be a reprover unto you, right? I'm not going to tell you, no, don't do this. Let you find out the hard way, man. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of our people. They're going to find out the hard way, man. But the Lord, and the beautiful thing is, the Lord's hand is still stretched out, man. It's not too late till it's too late. But for a lot of you, man, it's already too late, man. Sorry, it's sad to say. Keep going.
Book of Romans 1 and 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness.
Being filled, right? Being filled. Didn't I say earlier, you can't be both, right? You can't serve the Lord and serve the devil. You can't be at Satan's table and Yahweh Shai's table. Okay? You can't be a servant of Yahweh Shai and a servant of Mammon. Okay? So you're filled, right? There ain't no half, empty, half. You're either one or the other, man. All right? Anything else brings confusion, yay or nay. So you're filled with unrighteousness, man. You quoted earlier. A little leaven. Leaven the whole lump. And leaven is evil. Just a little bit of evil can corrupt the whole road, man. And that's you. All right? Yeah, it's a little, you know what I'm saying? A little something. That's what Jake think, man. It ain't, like a little white lie or whatever. To justify their evil. Just a few dollars. Anybody mention, all about another man's woman. He ain't gonna know. He don't even fuck with her like that. That's again, you being filled on righteousness, man. Go ahead.
The book of Romans 1 and 29, it says, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate,
There you go. Go ahead.
deceit,
Malignity.
malignity, whispers.
And that's what you niggas do, man. It's gossip, whispering. Murmuring, right? Again, this is the fruit of the flesh, man. Right? The fruit of carnality manifested, man. And it's you niggas, man. Got something? Yeah, we got that. Go ahead.
Romans 1:30, it says, backbiters, haters of the Most High,
Yep.
despiteful,
Yep.
proud,
Yep.
boasters,
Boasters. Go ahead.
inventors of evil things.
Inventors of evil things. They just be making up evil shit, man. You know, just to justify themselves. Being, you know, oh my God, because of what? Being full of unrighteousness, man. You know, you justifying your wicked ways by a wicked measure, man. You know, not by the measure of Yahweh Shai, it's by your own vain opinions, man. Go ahead.
It says disobedient to parents.
Disobedient to parents. So, like, you know, when we read the scriptures, it should be bells going off, man. This is a sign of the end. This is not normal, okay? And the Lord is not, he's not okay with a badass little boy talking back to his dad or mom or whatever, man. All right? That's in the, you know, you love niggas talking about the 10 Commandments. That's one of the 10 Commandments. Honor thy mother and thy father. Okay? There's a reasonable understanding to it, you know? They're saying to eat something and do something you're not supposed to do. Obviously don't do it, you know, but there's still a level of respect that's not nowhere, you know, for the most part in our so-called Negro Latino American household, man. Especially towards men. Right? Go ahead.
And if I may, brother, you know, the apostles and elders, you know, the men that are over, they're like our spiritual fathers. It's Romans 1:31. It says, without understanding.
Because Apostle Paul said, I've begotten you through the gospel. Right? Go ahead.
Romans.
To the 10, exactly, call him my son. Yep. Exactly.
Romans 1:31. It says, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable.
Yep. If you want to, some of these words we probably get into. Yep. Implacable. Keep reading.
Yep. It says, this book of Romans 1:31 says, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful.
Implacable, it says unappeasable. Yep, unappeasable, I mean you can't reason with them. They're opposite of, right? Gainsaying, right? And rebellious people, always trying to one-up you, right? You can never get the last word in. They always got something else to say. You're not trying to hear what you got to say. They got to reply right away. You know, they wait, maybe hold their peace. They're not hearing what you got to say, man. That's how they do with the prophets, man. You know? Go ahead.
Yep. Romans 1:32, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Exactly. So you say, oh, we're harsh, you know, but you're worthy of death, man. You participate in these acts, man, these behaviors, right? And again, going to the scale, thinking about a grading scale, you pass, you obviously pass passing, all right? And nowadays, passing is 60, you know, but niggas is 99% evil, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Exactly. So you do these things that are worthy of death, and the bad part is you have pleasure in doing things that are worthy unto death. All right. So what are you going to get? It says you that despise the word of the Lord. Okay. Obviously, you love death, man. You love dying. You love death culture. You worship the dead. Okay. You love worshiping dead niggas, man. You talk about Tupac. Stop talking about Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Biggie Smalls, whoever else, all these Lils. You know, it's getting popped every week, man. You know, because why you love death, you worship death. Right? And death is what? It's the fruit of sin, right? Transgression of the law, man. And that's what our people fall under, man. Right? You had yours? Yeah,
this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yep. So the simple, meaning you're not built up, okay? You're still in a childish mindset. You're impressionable, right? You know, which Yahweh did say about the knowledge to come as a babe, right? But to him, man, you have to be a sponge to Yahweh Shai's word, man. But, you know, everybody else, they fall after the ways of the world, man. They're a sponge onto evil, you know? Again, we're not supposed to be so, man. But read that one more time.
Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word.
The simple believeth every word. A nigga can put a sentence together, it sounds magical, right? And because he said some big words, you don't look into it, you know? You must think he's saying something true or powerful because he's using words you don't understand, man. That's why the Scripture says, let us see that readeth, man. You know? It just says, well, give diligence to make your calling election sure. You know? About study to show that self-improved, man. Get into the word, man. Stop letting these niggas sway you, right? And whisper in your ear lies and BS, man. Okay? Because they're not Yahweh Shai when the first things he warned about a sign of this coming was people going on and deceiving on a high level, okay? Coming in his name, all right? Coming in that authority, because they say Yahweh Shashai, you know, as apostles always say, just because a nigga know the name, don't mean he a brother, man. He can salute you and all that stuff, don't mean he a brother, man. Okay, what do you believe in? What's the MOTB? Okay? You gotta ask people a question like that. You just say, don't believe every spirit, but try the spirit, man, whether it be of the Most High, man. You know? But it says, a prudent man look at well to his goings, man. He's thoughtful, he's intentful. He's not just doing everything willy-nilly, freestyling like a woman does, right? It's purpose, especially when it concerns your soul, man.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 4:1, and it reads, Beloved, right? Mm-hmm. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are gone out into the world.
Yeah, well, try means to test, right? Don't just give somebody the title of a friend, but without trying them, okay? Calling them a brother without being tried. They're not, I wish I say, you know, who's my mother, my brother, you know, both of them to do with the will, right? So we have people that we're cool with, but we'll never give them the honor of calling them a friend, all right, or a brother, unless, you know, of course, they help out. They are friends of the prophets, okay? But real friendship is going to, you can relate on a mental level, right? Yahushua called us friends because we know the master's will. That's why he calls us a friend, right? That's all.
This the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 7. It says, if thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
Yep, exactly. And that's why, again, the Lord puts us through trials and temptations to see ultimately who can call his friend. The Lord don't call a nigga a friend that can't eat horseradish, man. You know, you eat lettuce. You want to eat lettuce. You know, having a salad bowl, right, on the Lord's day. But you're a rap, you know, you'll get up and rap and make a rap song, but you ain't gonna eat no horseradish. Again, a sign of poor leadership, man. Our people. That's why judgment coming to the house of the Lord first, man. You know.
Read verse 8. Okay. You said. Now this the book of Sirach, chapter 6 and verse 8. It says, for some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Yep, a friend for their own occasion, meaning for their own agenda, right? They'll be cool with you if it benefits them, you know? The saying goes, Q bono, who benefits? You know, friends with benefits. There's no such thing as that, man. I was going to say a brother was born for adversity, you know? That's a priceless thing, man. If you get a friend, you know, you're supposed to keep them around, man. Those are hard to come by, man. You know, men you grew up with, you know, in the faith, especially. You can't put them off, man, for a light, even for a woman. You know, there's the woman that, you know, so-called understand they're not the truth, but you're gonna go over and drop her over a bitch that twerk on Sundays and whatever, man. You know, you're not supposed to do that. Okay, that was it. You got a point?
That's fair. And I was just thinking, you know, like I said, yeah, you can be a friend, you know, you can prophesy with your hat on.
Exactly. Yep. Because that's what Jake do. They're prophets for hire. Right, they'll divine. I think I forgot what it said, man.
Micah 3.
Yeah, the water. They'll divine for a price. I'll prophesy to you. Shit, give me some bread. You know what I'm saying? Give me a little lamb. Give me a daughter. You know, that's what niggas on, man. You know, because they're hirelings. They're not there as a true shepherds, man. They got their own agenda, man. They got their own quota. You got something for it.
This is Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
Yep, and that's why the Lord been going into, man. You know, Apostle on down, he gonna break you camps up, man. Because y'all not as tight as y'all think y'all are, man. You know, y'all might wear the same shit, wearing the same purple and gold starter pack, you know, outfit, you know, wearing the whole Genesis jumpsuit shit, right? But y'all niggas not cool, man, right? Especially when all breaks loose. You know, y'all can't even stand together in doctrine, man. That's why can two walk together so they be agreed. Y'all not gonna be on the same page when all hell breaks loose, you know. And then all you niggas got guns on you. So riddle that, man. How this gonna end? All you niggas that don't know what the hell's going on, all right? You all bugged out and you got guns. Good luck, man. All right. But get in the pocket for the Maccabees out of my people wicked men. I think
That's Jeremiah 5.
No, I'm talking about Maccabees.
Okay.
1 and 11. Maccabees 1. First Maccabees 1 and 11. In those days of Israel, wicked men. You got something? Is it quick?
Yeah. This is the book of John, chapter 10 and 11, and it reads, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth because he is an hireling and careth not for the sheep.
Yep. Because again, if you're truly standing in front of people that you don't care about, you're gonna run when adversity comes, man. You're gonna hide. You know, when the wolf comes, who's the wolf? Esau, man. You're gonna want to hide. You got mansions, you got, nigga said you got some cool shit in the garage, right? You're not thinking about the flock. You're thinking about the next payday, right? So when adversity comes, when real trouble comes, you niggas gonna run. I knew it was Palestine. I knew it was some Palestine bullshit, But again, going to our people, this is who you choose to rule over you, man. Who you subscribe to, okay? Who you give your trust into. There's men that should not be trusted. Untrustworthy people. You don't know these niggas' backgrounds, man. You don't know where they come from, right? You so quick to put your trust in these people, right? These politicians and people that you don't even know, man, on a personal level, right?
Like you said, they all looking for numbers. They don't take the time to vet individuals.
Yeah, exactly. There's no filter system, man. Come as you are, because again, it's about numbers. It's not about truth and sincerity, That's what we're gonna check these guys, man. Well, get that mechanism.
I got it. It's the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Yep. And again, that's the mentality of our people. They're tired of it. They're tapping out. They're sick and tired of having to go through the straight gate, man. So they try to find a way out, try to wiggle out, right? And now Yahweh should say, you're trying to find some other way. You're a thief and a robber.
Hey, going through that door.
You're not going through the door, exactly. You want to have lettuce. You want to have ketchup. You know what I'm saying? Jake want to make their own shit. And then they wonder why, they fall short. Then they want an apology and get on live and talk about, man, come on, man. Nowhere to be seen. They get caught up and they just disappear. That's just a small taste of what's gonna happen when all hell really breaks loose, man. You niggas can't deal with the regular shit we going on a regular day-to-day basis, man, without selling out. How much more when the devil really puts the squeeze, man? And that's the danger of prosperity, because prosperity brings pride, man. You all comfortable. That's what Lord had us in this condition to shake us up, man, so we can think, to humble down. But what? Jake, find a way, man. Jake, find a way. You got something?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. It says, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yep, exactly. And that's what our people do. They judge themselves by themselves. They don't get no true correction because why? They don't honor the true leadership. They're taking the young man counsel. Who was it? After King Solomon died, it was Southern Kingdom, Jeroboam. No, was it Jeroboam? Rehoboam. Yeah, Rehoboam was the Southern Kingdom. Jeroboam was Israel, Northern Kingdom. So look it up for me. Double check. Read it one more time. I think it's Rehoboam. He took the young man's counsel.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12.
Okay, go on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 14 and verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
Yep. So it seemeth right unto a man. You're thinking, okay, it's right. Okay, again, your own opinion. That's the danger of your own opinion. It's good to say, lean out upon thy own understanding, man. Right? You're choosing pleasure over suffering, man. You're choosing mirth over sorrow. Especially these times, it's a bad decision, man. Okay? Because get on some quick one. Proverbs 21 and 17. Yeah, love of pleasure shall be poor. It's written here.
Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. Yep. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich.
Yep, exactly. Because going into pleasure, man. And again, how much more spiritually poor, right? You spiritually poor, man, and you don't have no faith. Did not the Lord say, I have chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith? You can't be both, man. Okay? Because faith requires believing something you don't physically see. All right? It's a substance, meaning it's there, but it's not physically manifested yet. So when you get all the pleasures of the earth, the dainty things and the king's meat, you're not worried about Yahushua coming back. You know, that's the dangers again of comfort and luxury, right? Which modern societies love to be obsessed over, man, with pleasure. And not Yahushua say, get where Yahushua said about the nations, what about what people drink, you know.
So we're just preaching the word. Hey,
Yeah, it's kind of messianic.
Got it?
System. It's something back of Messiah is returning.
Yeah, Matthew 6.
Got it.
It sounds like Western Hemisphere type of.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and 25, and it reads, "Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink."
Read down a little bit. That's good. Read down like it's the point. It's 32. It's not 31.
All right, Columbus. First of all,
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and 31, and it reads, "Therefore take no thought, saying, what shall we eat or what shall we drink?
Yep.
Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all things."
Yep. So that's what Jake ultimately puts the emphasis on. What I'm gonna eat, what I'm gonna wear, you know, what I'm gonna drink, you know, but not a necessary thing about the spiritual things, man. You know, because read it in NLT.
because
I'll read the NLT real quick. That's something I'll read the NLT. It's Matthew 6 and 32 in the NLT. I'll read it up. Matthew 6 and 31 NLT. So don't worry about these things saying what will we eat, what will we drink, what will we wear. Verse 32, these things dominate the thoughts of unbelievers. But your heavenly Father already knows all your needs. The Lord already got to cover what we really need, man. You know? Everything else is extra, right? You don't need it, man. You know, we all get caught in that loop too. We're in the world too, we walk around and see shit, you know, that we don't really need, man. We fight those thoughts. The world keeps away from us because ultimately we want to succeed. You know what those things can bring if your mind's not ready for them. Another woman, you know, whatever. You know? Because again, we just read it. Those thoughts dominate the minds of unbelievers, man. You know? You're so concerned about all that kind of stuff, you're not in the faith, man. You know? That's all.
we're just reading the scriptures.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and 33, and it reads, "But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you."
So priority. You got fairness. So seek the kingdom first, man. First start with knowledge. Seek knowledge and wisdom. Fear y'all about your side, man. All these things shall be added on you. But here you go, man.
Raleigh, pick a side.
This is the book
Justice or genocide. Raleigh, pick a side. Justice or genocide. Justice or genocide. Settlers, go back home. Palestinians are no home.
People, they go out and it's not their lives.
Settlers, go back home.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Palestinians are no home.
They choose to be out there for someone else.
Israel bombs USA.
That's their way of crying. That's their way of fighting. So this is our way of crying. This is our way of fighting.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 5.
You think there
shall
are
have
any
pity
similarities
upon thee
where people can
on
group up
Jerusalem?
and
Who had pity on you, O
different
Jerusalem?
belief systems?
Jerusalem being the
or
people
focus
for
on-
us to place. Nobody out here marching for you, right? The atrocities that happen unto you, again, bad is bad, evil is evil. Who's perpetuating Esau, you know? But again, going to the true cause of our people, ain't nobody out here
Those
marching,
who repent and those
right?
who don't.
For our cause,
Is that the
okay?
separatism you
Just read earlier, the brother brought it out. Here we have no continuous city, but we seek one to come. We don't got no proper representation in this world. You know, all these G20 summits and these meetings, they don't involve Jake and their welfare. As if it was so, they would put in the position that they need to be in, being over the nations. That's why y'all was cycling do so, man. Read again.
This is Jeremiah 15 and 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem?
Act a certain way.
Or who shall bemoan thee?
To be an example.
Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Exactly. No one.
Is,
All right?
what do you think is
Really,
happening in
concerning
Palestine
us,
and
man.
Israel
We're
is
the real
related
people that's trying to stand up for our
to
people.
scriptures and what you see
Right? Being the
coming
prophets,
in the future? Or is
sign and quiet, asking for justice. We ask the Lord for justice. You ask for justice for the man that's not going to give you no justice. a man that shows no mercy. Good luck, man. Those things are all ancient legend. You know? You said a woman's leading them. I don't trust that shit. You know? What's she talking about? What's she gonna do? She gonna go out and fight? No, she's not. She's gonna start shit up and run into the corner.
Everyone
You know?
taking the Lord's people.
You're supposed to be quiet in the house.
No one
some
stood
bread.
up for harm. No one stood up for us. No one. The Lord says he's going to fight for us. That's why you don't see us with guns or anything.
But they get a back. They get a back. You know, they don't get caught in the streets.
The only thing we have is the Bible.
Whatever, man. That's just how it is. But again, going to the point. We're not of the
incense or
world, man. You know, the world of his own. We're not here to gather up buffoons and idiots to walk on the street. You know.
At the end of the day,
and again, you people doing that shit too, man. You getting marked on these lists too. You know. When all hell breaks loose, they're gonna grab y'all up too, man. You know, thinking it's a game, right? You don't understand the bigger picture, right? Again, going to who's gonna sign for us? Ain't nobody gonna feel bad for Jake.
Well,
they tell you get over it,
land,
you know. They'll say they'll give you a sob story. I didn't want no slaves.
Well,
if somebody did, man.
Prophecy, right? It's gonna be destroyed.
And the worst part is you didn't say nothing.
Because the people in that
they didn't have slaves. What are your forefathers doing, man? They were watching standing by. It's like y'all doing now, man. Right? This is a sidebar.
Go back to the host there, okay? It's not the Palestinians' land or the Israelis. It's not their land either. It's the Israelites, the true Israelites. Now, once again,
so Israeli and Israelite is very different.
Very different. Very different. Even though you have some of those people on that
this
side.
is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 17. He that loveth pleasure shall be poor.
Because once
again, this has been adopted. This has been adopted by, you know, so-called Islamic groups, man. Pleasure. It's not supposed to be, you know, amongst, especially amongst men, man. You know, we're trying to get ready for hard times, man. Because the heart of the wise in the house of mourning. But you got niggas having party Passovers, man, year after year, man.
Proverbs 21:17. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich.
Exactly. They're spending your substance, right? Chasing out the carnal things, right? You know, again, it's a means to no end, man. You, again, getting rich to spend it. That's not legacy-minded, man. You getting all this money and all this stuff to gather up what? To fill your belly, man. To make yourself feel important. You're not doing nothing like that.
So if you have more questions,
Ecclesiastes, Sirach chapter 5, verse 8. Set not thine heart upon goods unjustly gotten.
Exactly. Goods unjustly gotten. Remember, this world is cursed. So-called America is cursed. It's a cursed land. That's why the Lord's not bringing nothing on the chariot besides the children of Israel, man. He's not beating up Lamborghinis, all right? He don't care about your bust down, all right? The Lord's not beating that up, okay? Because when we left Egypt, you know, we had gold, you know, we were straight. But we're not bringing nothing, man, into the ships, man.
Hi.
Again, these goods are unjustly gotten and it was stolen.
But they shall not profit thee in the day of calamity.
It's not going to do you no good, man. All the stuff you're glorifying in, okay, that you call born, having a Benz, all right, having 3 wives, all right, it's not going to profit you in the day of wrath. So why are you putting your investment into it, man? Why are you putting emphasis on it, you know, because you speak on it because it's important to you, man. And that's why Yahweh said, those that seek to save their life shall lose. You're going to lose all that shit. And then what's going to happen? You're going to fall, man, because you didn't want to eat the horseradish, man. You want to eat the lettuce. What? Is that it? That was it. Okay, go get that. Second King. Yeah. Because I don't get a point how the Lord, Jacob adopted these evil customs we're supposed to be purged from, Lord.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 7. For so it was that the children of Israel had sinned against the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, their power, which had brought them up out of the land of Egypt from under the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and had feared other gods.
Exactly. So after all the Lord did, okay, the marvelous works he did, okay, you know the story, man, right? How Jacob's behavior was. Ain't nothing worse than an ungrateful child, okay? Someone that, you know, you gave them something they can't pay you back. Ain't no way we can pay Yahushua back for what he did, okay? Then and now, okay? There's no price you can put on it, right? For what? They feared other gods, man. Again, you might not know what you're doing, but you're serving other gods. When you serve other holidays, you celebrate holidays, okay? You call upon names that are not of the Lord Yahweh Shai, okay? Taking in and participating in certain things you shouldn't be doing, You're worshiping another God, man. You're worshiping another Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Because why? Because again, because of your own foolishness. Go ahead.
2 Kings 17.
Money, right? Money, you nigga can't go a day without having money in the account. Okay? Because you fear the God of money, man. God of mammon. Go ahead.
It's the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 8. And walked in the statutes of the heathen, whom the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, cast out from before the children of Israel, and of the kings of Israel, which they had made.
Yep. So again, they walked in the statutes of the heathen. Jacob's still adopting these heathenistic customs and bringing it into the truth, which we're supposed to be purging ourselves from. We just say we escape that through the knowledge, the pollution of the world through the knowledge, man. You know, being masked up, wearing all black, okay, being strapped, right, walking and throwing up gang signs and shit, talking about big G, little G's, and all this other stuff, man. You know, that's heathenistic customs, man. All right, and that's gonna lead to your destruction, man. You again adopting these corrupted, wicked customs that should not be around us, man. We're a holy nation of people, man. You know, but Jake don't consider that they're doing evil, man. You know, I think it's one I read. We'll switch out. Isaiah 1 and 3, 4, 5. Isaiah 1 and 4, 5. Because again, the point of us being in the wilderness is so we can be purged, man. Detox. You know, Egypt was a wicked place, man. Jake was there for 400 plus years, man. Imagine on the evil and wicked tendencies the Lord picked up and not knowing, man. You know, the same thing being here in America, man, being westernized, right? You have to be separated from that. But again, Jake still want to assimilate, okay, and add things to the priesthood that shouldn't be added, man. You know, wrapping up all this other bullshit, man. Making merchandise. But that's how you know it's a script, man. They just go on the script.
Go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are going away backwards.
So imagine it. You know, you get mad about stuff you care about. So the Lord's, again, how pissed off the Lord is, man, okay? You know, that's a button only the nation of Israel can press, man. You know, think about, you know, someone you care about. They know how to push buttons, man. That's the nation of Israel to the Lord, man. They know how to push them damn buttons, man. And they wonder why they get the reaction that they get from the Lord. That harsh, cold dose of reality, man. All right? Going away backwards because why? Because they chose their own delusion. They chose to be evil. Right? So the wrath that's coming is because you pissed the Lord off. Simple as that. But they don't consider doing evil. They'll say, damn, Jeremiah, wow, look at all this evil proclaimed against us, man. You know? When we asked what we're going to do, and the answer was, I'm going to go, you're going to get the sword, you're going to get pestilence, get the pestilence. You're going to go to captivity, that's simple captivity. You're like, damn, what do we do? You forsaken the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Simple as that. You know?
It's Isaiah 1 and 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore?
Yeah.
Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
Exactly. The Lord did everything to do. He could do to Jake to get them to realize what they're doing is wrong. Okay. The Lord showed them favor. He brought them down. Nothing works with Jake because you give Jake prosperity, especially in his flesh. It says in Deuteronomy, Israel waxed fat and kicked, being ungrateful, man. You know, that's why Proverbs says, never give me neither poverty nor riches. Because what happens with riches is you forget the Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, it brings corruptness and rebellion. So the Lord is at a point now, what can I do for my people that I have not already done? Okay? I sent the messengers, I warned them over and over and over and over for decades. I gave them hell. And what they do, man? They revolt more and more. They find more ways to be evil. Because Jacob's not getting better, okay? Even in 2025, Jacob's getting worse, okay? Snowballs in life, you know, Jacob's is backwards, dark, evil. All I think about is evil, you know? Can't have a real conversation with them. Jacob's weird as hell. Got nail polish and stuff, you know? So we're at the point now, the Lord is going to bring fire, man. That's all that's left, okay? Read it one more time.
This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 5. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
Yep, and that's why, again, the importance of leadership. The whole head going to the tribe of Judah. once Judah fell, it was inevitable that the tribes would fall after, man. So that's why, Yahweh Shai, the lion from the tribe of Judah, real leadership, true leader, okay, honored the apostles on down. He raised up men to follow, because as we say, mark the perfect man, for the end of that man is peace. Okay? Also Paul said, be ye followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shai, man. There is a way out to all this foolishness and madness, and that's the true way, the old path. It's not going to be cool. It's not going to be, what as far as the world calls it, but it's the path that can lead to life, man. You play around if you want to. Keep following these weirdos with these jumpsuits, and these starter packs. You're going to find yourself disappointed. And the apostles always say, don't come calling to us, man, because we can't save you. But we did warn you, okay? So, those who are edifying, can pass to the next brother. Yahweh Bashar Prophet Thumb. It's 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High.
Yeah, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. What's the oracle speaking about? The prophecies of Yahweh by Shema Shai. Right? Because the testimony of our Lord is the spirit of prophecy. We have these guys, IUIC, right? These Genesis characters, they say, oh, the end is near, it's only a matter of time for the Lord comes back and gets it out of this place. But these guys are promoting, a mindset of longevity here in Babylon the Great. You're supposed to be speaking, and warning the flock about the oracles, the prophecies, the sad evils to come, here in these last days. As we saw that protest, with free Palestine, that's a sign of what? That's a sign of uproars of the people, right? So uproars of the people are constantly approaching.
So 1 Peter 4 and 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth.
Yes, any man speak, let him speak as the ability that the Most High giveth. Because scriptures say if you don't know something, to hold thy tongue, to hold thy peace. You got men that have made themselves self-proclaimed leaders. Men that have put themselves, young men, that have put themselves in a position of leadership. Men who have not been given the authority, to go into the understanding of these scriptures. That's why they're freestyling on stage, at the Passover. Like we're saying, if it was good running, who would tell you? You guys should have hired a celebrity to come in and spit some freestyles for that. Because really, that's why you have talent. Everyone has their talent. And the men of the Lord, we've been given the talents to go into the Holy Scriptures, right? To break this word down to you, right?
Yeah. Finishing 1 Peter 4 and 11 says that the Most High in all things may be glorified through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever.
That's right. That Yahweh by Hashem Shai may be glorified. We're here to glorify and to speak, the things that Yahweh by Hashem Shai is about to bring to pass here in these last days. Before we get Revelation, we get Isaiah.
Isaiah 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
That's right. The watchmen sit upon the high tower, warning you, of the pending dangers to come. Right? Oh, Jerusalem, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, I will say, passes according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Knowledge and understanding of the future. Right? As the prudent man will foresee the evil, right, warn the people and hide himself under the covering of the Almighty Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right?
Isaiah 62 verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace.
Yeah, which shall never hold their peace. You know, the new flavor of the week. It went from Sakari to Genesis. You know, we're constantly, you know, we've been set up as a reprover to the people. We're not holding our peace, showing our people the error of their ways. You know, here it is, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. But when it comes to you guys, you're
natural navigation.
Right? So we're here to cry aloud, spare not. Right? We're not going to spare our words. We're going to give you the 100% truth. You know, famine is coming, right? There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, a lot of fear. The sentiment is fearful, you know? And you're going to see a lot of people, you know, lose their wealth. You know, the middle class is going to become part of the poor class, and the rich are only going to get richer. You know, it's all to bring in and to usher in and have these people submit to the MOTs to be system, right?
This is James 2:9. It says, but if ye have respect to persons, ye commit sin, and are convinced of the law as transgressors. So pretty much backing up your point, man. All right, the Lord is not a respected person. All right? We're the mouthpiece of the Heavenly Father, man. Whether you want to believe it or not. Y'all don't look like men going, fuck you. All right? With a stiff middle finger, man. That's how the Lord's coming nowadays, man.
And we read earlier, Lord, you know, the weak things of Yahweh, you know, are mighty, you know, are stronger than the might of men. Right? Yeah, we're looked down upon, right? But we don't care. We got the truth. We got nothing to be ashamed of. It's you guys who got the skeletons in the closet. You know, doing all type of evil and wickedness, and then turning on the camera and acting like you ain't done no evil. Right? You wanna?
Yeah. Just to back that up real quick, because this is Yahweh Shai defending John, the Baptist wilderness. It's I'll get the one in Luke. So Luke chapter 7, verse 24. And when the messengers of John were departed, he began to speak unto the people concerning John, what ye out into the wilderness for to see? A reed shaken with the wind? Yep. Verse 25. But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they which are gloriously apparel, and live deliciously, are in king's courts. That's going to the point. I'll read the next verse. Luke 7:26. What went ye out to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and much more than a prophet. So again, you know, the Lord is cutting the men out there to hear John's message. You know, they expect him to look a certain way, you know, to carry a certain demeanor, according to the world standards, of being dressed up in, you know, super duper delicious garments, you know, well groomed, you know. Maybe he talked rough. I bet he did talk rough, you know. But the point is, you came to see a prophet, right? You came to see who's going to warn you from wrath to come, man. Again, going to that the scale that Jake measures is according to fleshly eyes, man. Not going to spirits. That's where they're going to be led astray.
Yeah, talking about yeah, like, let's just figure this out. Yeah,
Read again.
because they're not talking about it. And you see, okay, so that's the whole point of communication. Yeah.
Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, keep not silence.
Yes, we're not going to keep silence with all the wickedness that's going on in Israel. Nor are we going to cease to warn you, right, of what's coming, right, and what is happening right now. You got people losing millions of dollars. You know, I was watching the elder Ariella from Dallas. He was going to, he saw someone lost $210 million in the market being liquidated. You know, and that's how when you research how the Great Depression happened, you know, which you know what they call Black Thursday, you know, in the stock market. You know, it was a ripple effect of margin calls, right? Where the stock price was dropping so low. What is a margin? What is marginal lending? You know, well, when you buy a piece of a company, right, which they call shares or stocks, right, the margin is the loan on the asset of the company, the shares of the company that they're giving you to buy more of, right? So you buy shares of that company, and they're willing to. You're able to get a loan from the shares that you own to buy more shares, right? And it comes to a point once the price drops, right? It starts a margin. It's called a margin call, right? If you don't have the funds to put into the account to cover the loan on the shares that now have depreciated because the price is going down, right? It causes you to auto sell. The brokerage will sell your shares back to the market to cover their overhead, to cover what they loaned you, right? And it only continues to drive the price down, right? And that's how people become liquidated and lose everything inside the market, right? It's all a snare, it's all a trap, It's set up that way. I just want to bring that up.
Isaiah 62, verse 7, and give him no rest till he he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
That's right, and that's what we're out here speaking about. The praise, that Jerusalem is going to receive in the earth. The kingdom of heaven. You guys want the kingdom of heaven now. Yahweh Shai, to receive his glory, he was put up on the cross. And he said, if any man will be my disciple, let him come and follow me and bear his cross. So we have to walk after the example of Yahweh Shai, right? But you got guys saying we don't gotta worship Yahweh Shai, right? So we're here to walk in the example of Yahweh Shai, to bring out the prophecies of the Lord, and to hold fast that which we've been given, because an hour of temptation, an hour, a time like none other, is coming to the planet Earth.
No, what you asked for. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 9. It says, then said he unto me, I'm sorry, 8? Yeah. It says, and I, John, saw these things and heard them, and when I had heard and seen, I fell down to worship before the feet of the angel which shewed me these things.
Yeah, because the angels were very fierce and mighty. He saw Edom, and the Lord is going to send forth his mighty angels to judge the wicked of our people. The angels go to and fro in the earth, beholding all the ways of men, the good and the evil. And they're bringing the reports back to the Heavenly Father. And they're mighty. Brothers get attacked in their sleep, right? Angels on the left-hand side, hold brothers down, right? But through the name of the Lord, we're able to conquer them, right? So we're not here to be in the king's house looking all good. The Lord is raising up spiritual men, spiritual warriors. We're on the front lines of this spiritual war, right? The Lord, Ezekiel 37, an exceeding great army, right? Men who are willing to lay down their lives for the cause of Yahweh Shema Shai, and you see it happening now, right?
This is Revelation chapter 22, verse 9. Then said he unto me, see thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren, the prophets, and of them which keep the sayings of this book, worship Yahweh.
Yeah, so to keep the sayings of this book, that's what's important. The sayings that are written in this book, you're supposed to keep that in remembrance. You're supposed to constantly be thinking upon the evil to come. Scripture say, think upon the end and the wrath that shall be at the end, right when the day of doom shall be here. This is what we are thinking about, because we understand it's coming, right? So we need to prepare our minds, and get right. Constantly repenting, constantly examining yourself, right? Understanding that what the main purpose of us being called into this ministry is. It ain't to get a name and praise and fame, and reputation above our Lord Yahweh Shema Shai.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
Yes, it says, blessed is he that readeth. What it means to read, it means to get the understanding of what you're reading. You know, because many guys twist and mingle the scriptures to fit their belly, to fit their agenda, what they want to push. Right?
Yep. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein.
They that hear the words of these prophecies, right? Understanding the time of Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. You got guys saying the Lord's about to come in. What about Jacob's trouble about to happen? What do you think is going to happen during the time of the hour of temptation? See, these, they are the circumcision. Really, they're the circumcision. I was thinking about this. You really the worst guys. You know? I'd rather, you know, I'm sorry. Yeah, worse than Jake in the world. You know, you got family members that's wicked. I'd rather chew with them at the cookout than a nigga that say they're Israelite. You know? Family cookout. Now, you're not invited, my guy. Yeah. Especially if you're gonna be a big G, little G. You know, you're gonna rap at the thing. It's really Jake making himself look like fools, and a lot of this stuff is cringeworthy. You know, somebody you cringe like, what made you think that was a good idea? Shameless. People are shameless. You know?
Yeah, I appreciate you said that. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 24. It says, for many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion overthrow their judgment. Yeah, man. You wonder why they're doing that? Because that wicked ass mind. You know? The Lord laid it out plainly what we're supposed to do. But you let that mind, you let that evil ass mind wax worse in you, man. Now you thinking, oh, rapping and tapping. Hey, look, I'm doing it, man. This is what the Lord wanted me to do. You got it, my guy.
No, this is great, man. That was my chance to shine my rap career.
Yeah. Yep.
That's probably like, even if you did, you're supposed to hide it. You know, better is he that hideth his folly than he that hideth his wisdom. Hiding your folly is important, man.
That is very
hiding
important.
wisdom worse, of course, but seriously, bro.
A house hide your shame. Yeah, because when you watch their little, it really like it. I didn't really want to even talk about these guys, but you know, Spirit's on these dudes. You know, you dudes ain't right.
Right.
You know, because he said exclusive content. You know, like what exclusive content? Come to find out, it's a music video. You know, you got Jake on the stage, like it's just like, and how many people was there? There's more niggas on the stage than was people sitting down. Show you that people ain't messing with you. Jake ain't like y'all. You guys got the weirdos of Israel harking on to you. I mean, you saw the King David demon, the one that during the royalties of Israel, ROI, royals of Israel. You know, the dude that with the ham, the pork.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The spread.
Yeah.
You know, man, look at them guys, and you know, as far as that congregation. I always say this. I don't see myself going and hanging out with a member of IUIC just for no reason. So a member of ISUBK just for no reason. What is there to hang out? Look at them. We can see your spirits and you're really people want to be around. We at the job. I'm gonna avoid you at all costs. Yeah.
Revelation 1:3 says, for the time is at hand.
The time is at hand. The time of these prophecies, which is said, evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. You niggas are really deceived. You got a little bit of money in your bank account. After the Passover, you trying to see what you profited. You know, they going, oh, well, you know, well, I guess you take this and I'll keep this. You know? They probably got a couple $100. You didn't put the address out there, but you got to pay for a ticket.
One for you, one for you. 2 for me. 1, 2 for me. 3 for you. 1, 2, 3 for me.
Nah, lyrics though.
Matthew 24, and start at 21. Matthew 24, verse 21. Red letter, I was trying to speak it. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be."
Yeah, then shall be great trouble in the earth. You know, and you putting on the sentiment, you know, that things are okay. You got these economists who are actually, you know, keepers of understanding that America can now be healed. You know, America is finished, but you have putting on a facade to our people. You have this dude, Captain Cesaria, you know, calling in, talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, you know, and you got people calling in, talking, oh, maybe this is a scandal, this, that, and the third. I'm like, nigga, who cares? You're about to spend all day hearing about black. You guys live in the ministry like it's a podcast. You know, it's a wave of this world.
Matthew 24, verse 22. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved."
Really think about that. Do you really realize, you know, like brothers going into the bitterness, this is a bitter place to be. You know, our food is defiled. You know, chemtrails in the air, brothers are constantly being flagged at night. Before you go to sleep, you gotta pray that the Lord cover you. You know?
I tell you one better. You gotta worry about the child abuse.
Yeah.
Really? You know?
This ain't my son.
Right.
Been with you 7-8 years. I
You
mean,
know?
it might know what.
One account, the guy was telling me, he was like, you know, dude got like 4 kids. And like the 5th kid, you know, which is weird. Didn't get along with other siblings. Couldn't find out it wasn't his. You know? Woman stepped out.
Yep, but you gotta accept it. Why you guys be getting dominated by a woman? She put hands on you and everything. My mama said I can't hit a woman.
Right. My daddy told me to defend myself.
My daddy. Exactly. No, I'm saying, you know, that's what guys be. They think, you know, put your foot down, my guy. The fact that your woman thinks she can hit you shows you she don't have those self-respect.
So Matthew 24, verse 23, it says, "Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Yahushai, or there, believe it not." Verse, but that's what these guys are doing. They're preaching another Yahushai. God's literally preaching Jesus, man. Okay? Don't follow them, man. Christ. You know what I'm saying? Believe it not, man. Because the Lord's not dealing with you.
Now, IHBK, this is Captain Cesaria, because he's, you know, all these groups are next, Lord's willing. You know, the Lord's going to expose, the Lord has already exposed your folly, right? And those who have been given the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you know, can see the BS. We don't want to be anywhere near you guys when judgment goes down.
Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Yeah, they push the law, but they really don't push the testimony. They're hypocrites in the law. You know, that's what Yahushua said. You know, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. You know, romaine lettuce. I believe romaine lettuce, and I just remember this. You know, I don't remember exact, but the content, it's like 80% water. You know, romaine lettuce is 90% water. You know, like Brett said, you've never had a salad to say, "Ooh, this is bitter." Well, if you have the palate of a 2/3 nigga, yeah, lettuce is gonna be very bitter.
That's why niggas love candy and shit.
Yeah. Shoot, ever since we did the horseradish, put a little maple syrup or honey in my drink. Oh, it's not even sweet no more. It's kind of bland, you know. And so it's good to have the bitters, you know.
They quite say that shit because he got worms, bro. The worms are talking. You're not having no bitter because you got worms. You got tapeworms.
Right. The worms saying, nah, don't.
No, don't eat that
Don't
shit.
do
like
it. You don't need it.
Sit in your stomach.
Because them worms got them.
Brain too.
Yeah, they got they have a spirit. They come with a spirit, the energy. They're opposing spirit, you know. Yep. They don't got enough microbiome in his gut, you know, to fend off, you know, those worms. And the bitters help. You need bitters, you know. Shoot, brothers be on cloves and things like that. Mm-hmm. You know, ginger, garlic. It's good for the body. It's good for the digestive system. You know, and it's good to remind you. I know it's when we was eating those the horseradish, you could feel like stress being relieved. You know, in your like in your joints and stuff. You know, you had a bunch of tension in your neck. You kind of felt that kind of relief. You know, because we're being weighed down. We can see the spirit realm. You know. Angels trying to hold us down. This is most definitely a fight. We need those bitters because bitter times is coming.
Matthew 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false Christs or anointed and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Yeah, if it were possible. The elect is not fools. You know, that's why I'm trying to say you gotta have the potato salad. You know, come on, yo, potato salad. Now, I don't like potato salad personally, but you know, barbecue chicken. You know, don't get me wrong. Some people eat good potato salad. We got 2% milk in there. Everybody going congested, got the itis. They ain't ready to run. After the barbecue chicken and potato salad, you think you're ready to run? You think you're ready for the Egyptians to come and pursue after you? You fool as hell. You know? The elect can see past all the gimmicks and how corny you guys look on that stage.
That's a good point. You know, a lot of people, they eat, you know, not for the necessity of it, they just eat to eat. You know, we eat to live, not live to eat. And that mentality's been taken in the truth, man, to these word-old teachers and leaders, man. You know, they want to party and be full of pleasure, eating just for the sake of it, besides, you know, the true benefits of what we're really dealing with.
This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse 22. It says, and Samuel said, have the Lord have a great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Yeah, when you brother watch that the King David show, you know, on Prime, you had Saul chilling at the party at the feast. Samuel come, you know, I'm talking about the show, not what actually happened.
Yeah.
You know, Samuel come, you know, it's like, yeah, they try to quote the scripture. What's this bleep in my ears? You know, you had Amalek tied up. And the dude was like, he was a damn sorcerer. He's a cannibal. Why we got him here at the feast? You know? And you had Samuel come and was like, yo, what you doing? You know, like this party and stuff. He was ashamed. You know, Saul was like, it was more about his pride. You know, don't correct me. Don't talk to me like I'm a kid in front of everybody. You know, I did exactly what he said. Trying to get the glory for himself.
Yeah, it's 1 Samuel 15 and 22. And Samuel said, have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
And to be obedient is better than to offer a sacrifice. You know, or pray for forgiveness when you do what you ought to be doing. You know, it's better to do that which is right. Yeah, you're gonna slip, you're gonna fall, but you don't do things willingly. You don't sin willingly. That's what a lot of you guys are doing. You know, you're willing to take the easy way, which there is no easy way. There's one way, and it's a straight gate. Everything else is a broad gate that leads onto destruction. Yeah.
It says, and to hearken, 1 Samuel 15 and 22, and to hearken than the fat of rams. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what these guys, instead of hearkening to the Lord, right, they'd rather have it back. You know? They got here living good off the congregation, man. Taking advantage of silly women. All right?
Yeah, man. And you can, honestly, a spiritual man, we can see the face of you guys. Like, Father is all over your characters. Like, personally, when it's time to get serious, I don't want to be anywhere around you guys. You know, we can see the confidence on you guys. By Isaiah 3 and 9, right? The show of thy continent is a witness against it. We can see it on your face. You guys haven't been through nothing before. You know, the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord, you don't got light in your continent. Your face is not shining. We can tell because we got the light. You know, starting with our apostle, it was a great millstone. Yahweh Shai, the Spirit of Yahweh Shai is going in us. Why you niggas speak wetback, you got Christ dwelling in you. You know, Spirit of an Edomite.
The Lord said, pretty much do what I ask. You know, the hell with these sacrifices, do what I ask. You know? It's like,
sorry, go ahead.
You got a woman, if you tell her to do something, make me a meal. Well, I want to make the bed first. I want to do this and then, I took the trash out. I'm hungry now. Go cook me something now. You know, the hell with that shit can wait. The hell with that.
That was the spirit Saul was in.
Yeah.
Because he thought he had another agenda for the lamb and stuff that he grabbed up that the Lord told him to destroy. He said, well, I was going to make a sacrifice unto you. So that was his justification. The Lord just said, do what I told you to do. You don't need you to do it.
That's what Elijah said when he came on the widow and her son. She was like, well, I was going to do this. He said, no, make my bread first. You know, make the cakes first. Yep. You know, and then this house will be blessed. You know, if you want to be, you gotta be obedient if you want your house to be blessed.
Can you imagine she was in a nigga woman spirit? Her other son would have been cool. You know?
You had the Elder Ayathon, GMS on air. Well, he has another channel page now. But the end up coming online, he posted a little short. She's like, I'm 30 years old, I'm single, and I'm not settling. You know, she said, I can squat 250 pounds. She said, I'm a woman who's working on bettering her gut health. I'm just like, what about your characteristics? You know, these accolades, like, it's a damn award show. Everything is about, look what I can do, but what about the inward man? You know, the inward woman.
The Ammon or Moab, the woman was breaking it down about the age of women. They were saying in their society, if a woman's single by the age of 30, because made me think about that.
Yes, Ammon.
Yeah. You know, like you ain't worth, what's the saying? You didn't work with juice?
Yeah, she's called like bad soup or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically like bad soup.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiled goods pretty much after 30. And if you're not married by then, you're like, what's wrong with you?
That was like Jake.
But yeah, I saw the Ammon woman. The Ammon woman's not married by a certain age.
Yep.
Look down upon it. And a lot of you Jakes, you've been given this time of grace, to get yourself in order. You know, and you've been in this. You've known about Israel all this time. Show you got a guy, who he'll go and go behind your leader's back and talk to his wife. The leader of your whole organization. That's what the script say. Familiarity brings contentment.
Finish it up. 1 Samuel 15:23. For rebellion is a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he has also rejected thee from being king.
A lot of you guys are going to be rejected. You're in the spirit of a witch. Trying to push an enchantment in your own agenda to bend the people of the Lord, the sheep of Yahweh Shemel Shah according to your tune. Right? Being stubborn, not receiving correction. Right? And the Lord has rejected you guys for being a judge and a king. It don't take much. You know, only a matter of time. This is the sentencing period for Jake's. At the time of Jacob's trouble, you Israelites, they had the circumcision. You're gonna catch holy hell. You know, the death angel's gonna come. You know, and come and break up that house. Because you don't got the blood of Yahweh Shai upon the doorpost of your mind. What do you think the Passover is all about? You know, to remembrance of that death angel, you know, coming, you know, and slaughtering the Egyptians. But imagine if a Jake didn't put the blood on the doorpost, the death angel would have came to that house too. You know, and those angels, those spirits created for vengeance, are going to come after you guys. Right? Can you get that Revelation 16, 15?
Yep. This Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments.
And what does a thief do? A thief comes to spoil. You know, to break up, to take captive. You know, in the scripture, how shall a strong man's house be broken up unless the strong man be bound up? When you've been bound up in your mind. You guys are slaves to your lust. You're servants to your lust. You know? And Jake don't even realize. Jake don't got no control over what they do. They don't have the will to fight off their temptations. That's why they submit. They're under the subjection and the authority of their lusts.
That's a great point, because people surround themselves around people with the same lust that they have. So in order to come out of that, you got to separate all those people that you surround yourself with, those environments. And that's hard for you.
Yeah, you can't see them guys. You can't see these self-proclaimed leaders in Israel as lame. I don't know what. It is what it is. You know?
Yes, Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garment.
Yeah, the garment represents his truth. You know, scriptures say to be the robe of righteousness. You know, you're supposed to put on truth as a breastplate. You know, you're supposed to wear this truth. You're supposed to put it on. It's supposed to be seen on you. You know, through your actions, through your character, right? The way you carry yourself. Right?
I'm gonna finish it up. It says, "Least he walk naked, and they see his shame."
At least they walk naked, so at least to avoid the bristles, your shame being seen. Right? And we all got things to be ashamed of. We're not perfect, but we're covered. You know, we're constantly putting on in the best of our ability, right? Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's true. You know, putting it at the forefront of our mind. Because the thief is Yahweh Shai. He's about to come and spoil the house. He's about to send a great evil and judgment.
Amos chapter 9. Amos 9, start at verse 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom.
The eyes of the Lord, the eyes of Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, are upon the simple kingdom. The simple kingdom, you know, is ultimately Israel. You know, the land of Israel, Yahweh, the Lord said, "This is my favorite place. My eyes are always on it," right? But in these days, it's a people who, Israel's always been a people before it's a place. The Lord's eyes are constantly on the children of his people, right? In the kingdom of Israel, right? Because we're supposed to be a kingdom, you know, that exudes in righteousness. We've become a kingdom full of sin, right? And the Lord is displeased with the sinful kingdom that our people have become.
Yep. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, are upon the sinful kingdom, And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. So you wicked Israelites are going to be destroyed. Is it not for you to know judgment, O house of Israel? You know? You so-called elders. Man. If you can't see that these guys ain't right, you're going to receive the judgment that they receive. The judgment of the prophet shall be even to them as seeking unto them. Right?
Here's Amos 9 and 8. It says, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yeah, because like we read earlier, at least the Lord has left a very small remnant. You know, we've been like to Sodom and Gomorrah. We've been a nation never to be built up again. Just leave it at the hands of you evil leaders. You have a mindset, the mindset of an Esau either.
It's up. Yeah, it's up. Ecclesiastes 10, verse 16. It says, woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, and thy princes eat in the morning.
Yeah. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child. You so-called elder, you're a bunch of novices. You know, you're elder by title only. You know, you're a leader by title only. You know, where is your merit? You know, where are your works to back up, you know, that rank that you've given yourselves? Guys riding on a horse. You didn't even keep the Passover the night it was supposed to be kept. Kept it on the day before. So all Israel can see your father.
Yeah, they keep Saturday, Sunday. You see, right?
You know, selling online tickets. You know, but it says, "Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child." You know, who eat in the morning. You know, in the morning you're supposed to be getting things done. You ain't supposed to just be chilling. You know, consuming your lust. As soon as you wake up in the morning, it's all about your pleasure and what you want done. Nah, you a king. You got tasks. You got to-do lists. You got people to govern, right? And you consuming all the resources of the land for yourself. You know that money that you so-called collected, you know, the online, that should have been put aside for tithes. You know, to help people out. You know, shoot, even the Christian church, they have conventions, right? They'll have conventions. You know, okay, this is how much it is, but they'll tell you, okay, it's $200. Okay, you can't pay for it. You give 90. Actually, you know, well, we're gonna cover you this year, so you guys can enjoy. Come to the convention. Even the Christian church would do that. How is the Christian more righteous than Israel, Yasharallah? How is the gold become dim?
I know, right?
Oh, let's finish this real quick. Brother, and then we'll get you free something.
Ecclesiastes 10, verse 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles.
Right, when thy king, and the noble is not just, it's not, what is it, Braveheart, right? Wallace. He said, your title gives us right to ownership over our land, but men don't follow titles. They follow courage, right? And the Lord has given, you know, men who are very courageous to come out in his word. What he tells Joshua, you know, be not afraid, be very courageous. You know, all the days of thy life shall men not be able to stand before thee. Just do what I command you. And you guys ain't following those footsteps. You guys are those spies with the false report, of a fearful report. I don't want to eat the bitters. You know, just your mindset behind it all is disgusting. You know?
Ecclesiastes 10 and 17. Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is a son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season, for strength and not for drunkenness.
That's right, when thy princes eat in due season, for strength, for necessity, right? They do things for necessity. Eat, when actually you need a strength so you can continue on and forwarding the kingdom. Not in drunkenness, not in wine, in drunkenness, wantonness. Just because you got it don't mean you gotta spend it. You got your little extra FRN notes. You don't gotta splurge out everything you do because it's gonna be needed for the kingdom that you're running. Can I get sprinkler, bro?
This Ecclesiasticus also on Sirach 34, and I started 18. It says, he that sacrifices of a thing wrongfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous. And the Sirach 34 and like 18. It says, he that sacrifices of a thing wrongfully gotten, his offering is ridiculous. And the gifts of the unjust men are not accepted. It says the Most High is not pleased with the offering of the wicked.
The Most High is not pleased with the offerings. Those who are wicked, these gifts, you parade around.
Yep.
The Lord wasn't pleased with that gift that you gave the congregation. Oh, my rhymes. You spent all your time instead of doing lessons, and these niggas get on. And did you see this of the deacon? This nigga was wearing a suit with his legs open, sitting on the chair. Looked like a complete weirdo. And these dudes are weird. They're a bunch of weirdos. This guy talking about booty and all this.
Yeah, it's funny. Me and Brother Law also about this. We can tell who was like a brother, who the hell is this brother in the world? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah. I wouldn't have hung out with a deacon.
Yeah.
Brother outside in the world.
Yeah.
Not good.
They don't want to tell your woman, you go there talking such and stuff.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Trying to get the ladies.
Yeah.
His woman come talk to you.
Right.
Like, yo, what you doing up here, girl?
Right.
Man, leave me the hell alone. You like leaves.
Yeah. It says, Sirach 34:19, the Most High is not pleased with the offerings of the wicked, neither is he pacified for sin by the multitude of sacrifices.
Yeah, by the multitude of sacrifices. The reason of men, your reasoning has been because everything we do is a sacrifice. We sacrifice our time and our energy, to put forth, edification. Let all things be done unto edification. But you guys are sacrificing your time, as you said yourself, once I'm done, turn off the camera, this ain't my full-time job, I'm going to the garage, hopping into something nice, getting picked up by a man. You know how cringe-worthy it is for another man to be, woo, like praise you. That shit corny, bro. Like, it really is. Brothers don't want other men to praise them. Especially not on things they got. Who cares about that? Even on business, because you did not receive it of your own merit. It was given to you. These things are gifts, right? And you're using your gifts to take the body. If you're not a prophet, then put down the stop being the pretender. Stop acting like you're a prophet. Just admit I was wrong. We're not the men of the Lord. Go follow this group, and we're just gonna repent and start following this doctrine. This is what we're gonna do.
You remember Ross called him up and said, "Look, I want to sign you." Get up going, yo.
Rick Ross, right? They actually Rick Ross probably got more discipline than y'all niggas. Rick Ross,
Yeah.
Now you call me about money. They probably call him and talk about the basketball game. This nigga talking about I want to talk about money.
It's evident they're showing who they're serving. They're serving the God of Mammon, man.
Yep.
And seeing that Ross has pretty much served that God to the teeth. You say all you need to talk about is getting money.
They get money.
they'll drop the Lord faster than anything, man.
Yeah.
That was it.
It's Amos chapter 9 and verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in the sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
And this word is that sifting agent. You know, the Lord is the hearts of many, may be revealed. The hearts of many are being revealed here in these last days. You know, who really serves the Lord, who doesn't? Look at that first John 4:1.
Yeah. It's St. Matthew 22 and 9. It says, go ye therefore to the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
Right, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. The marriage is the union, So we're that bride, that Revelation 16, the bride and her groom.
St. Matthew chapter 22, verse 9. Go ye therefore to the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage.
And as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage, that union of the nation of Israel coming back to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? That's the marriage. Right? And how come it's out in hither, not having a wedding garment? You got the invitation, but you didn't prepare yourself for the proper attire. How did you get the invitation for the wedding, but you didn't know it was an all-white party?
Right.
You didn't get the instructions, you just came on in. And it's just like, how did you get in? Because we had, doormen. How did you get in here? That's what he asked you. How did you come in here not having on the garment? You stuck out. Certain men crept in unawares.
It's Revelation 19 and verse 7. Yep. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him. For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife had made herself ready.
That's right. And the wife, guys, 54 and 6, the wife had made herself ready. These guys follow these other groups. Genesis, ISUBK, IUIC, Sakari, right? I said ISUBK. They're not getting their congregation ready for the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, the wife of the Lord, which is the true believers of Yahweh Shai Shai, right? Serving the Lord sincerely and truth, understanding that a time of evil like none other is coming, right? A time of trouble is making themselves ready.
You're not giving each member the whole armor, man. When you go to war, you watch these war movies, before they even get their weapons, what's the first thing they're getting? They're getting the armor. Putting the helmet, the shield, and the breastplate, all they're getting those things first before they get the weapons, man. And they're not giving their congregation or their members that, man.
We're supposed to be called defenders of the gospel. That's not defending the gospel, man.
Right.
We're saying give not the appearance of evil. Even if he was doing a so-called righteous thing, it don't look right, man.
Right.
Because again, you niggas tying into that black shit into what we got going on. And the Lord has a holy heritage for it, not just rap culture, black culture.
Right. Really, because the priests were garments. When you watch these guys, they look like they're just, recording. If they got the fringes on the t-shirts, it's just like, okay, well, if you're a leader, where's you're supposed to represent for our heritage,
Like the brothers from the Saints of Jersey. Like the one video he did on, what was that? What there's like groups. He said if you mute it and just hit the play button like a rap video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's no different than the world.
But they just got, they just dressed up. They in the world dressed up. Playing. Yeah, the one dude. He had a lot of young men. They get indoctrinated. That's why, you got a whole trend on TikTok. YLS, the Hebrew Israelites. They left you niggas. They left you bug outs who shouldn't have been given the authority to preach the word. You know? Why is the cult? You know? It's you guys give the truth the bad rep. We bringing out the truth of the Bible. You know?
Revelation 19 and verse 8. And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, white and clean, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints.
In the fine linen, right? That the woman, right? The true believers of Yahweh Shemel Shai, they would have fine garments on, and this, not so much, you know, just the outside garments, but in the spirit, right? The righteousness, their righteousness would show who they really are. Their faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai, how they carry themselves, you know, the doctrine, the 100% truth. How can two walk together except they be agreed? We're not here to walk with everybody. We're here to keep pace with our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Yep, it's Isaiah chapter 54, verse 5. Yeah, it says, for thy maker is thy husband.
For thy maker, Yahweh, is thy husband. Right?
Yep, it says the Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Lord of armies, is his name. Right? Okay, brother.
And thy Redeemer, Isaiah 54 and 5, the Holy One of Israel.
The Redeemer, the one that's going to save us. Because Deacon Assad, you know, brother, Deacon, I can't remember the dude's name. Deacon, what's the dude's name? Deacon what? Deacon Hakkad. Because I really don't be thinking about these guys. You know, they come up, brothers do lessons on them. You know, you tap in, bring out the edification. But who are these guys? Don't be thinking. I don't go to sleep thinking about Brother Assad, or Deacon Hakkad, the Captain Cesariak. No, we don't be thinking about these guys. We thinking about wolves, you know, wolves in sheep's clothing. You know, we thinking about how we're gonna edify the sheep, edify the body. What our next lesson is gonna be on where we need to improve. These guys worry about gimmicks, battling Christians.
You know, it's kind of like when you ever watch those Instagram or TikTok videos where people are just like getting a pot and taking frozen food, putting it in there, seasoning it, and throw some other crap in there, season it, and then they're gonna come out with this amazing dish. That's what these guys are doing in the spirit when it comes to this truth, man. All right, but a real chef is gonna get in the kitchen, right? They're gonna prepare it. They're gonna take their time. All right, they're not gonna just put something together and say, "Here we go." You know, at the water for Yahweh Shemel Shai, for our Apostle Elder Great Millstone, man. The true leaders of Israel that's leading the flock the right way, that's been cooking that meal the right way, that's been seasoning it the right way without leavening it, man. Okay?
They're the male version of cooking with Kaya. You know, they look good on the outside, but then when you she their basic food.
Yeah.
There ain't no talent in that meal.
Yeah.
They don't got no talent. Now when it comes to breaking down the scriptures,
Yep.
you know?
Right, take books out, put in fillers. You know what I'm saying?
The Guerrilla Hebrew Bible. A Bible from the Guerrilla Hebrew.
Right.
Brute beast made to be taken and destroyed. A brute.
That's right.
You see a gorilla at the zoo, this thing will run into the barriers of he'll run into it. Try to scare you. Like he can do harm. And the wall is here.
Right. Yep. Isaiah 5, 54 and 5, it says, the power of the whole earth shall he be called. Verse 6, for the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit.
Yeah, so we're supposed to be, you know, lowly. You know, we've been brought low here in this captivity. But Jake want to live it up. Like, you know, what if I can't afford the herd? Can I come to the Passover still? Right. Maybe next year, brother. Maybe next year. The seats are full.
Get your weight up.
Get your weight up. You know, I didn't even know Pastor was gonna be this week. I didn't know everything. Subscribe to your channel and everything, brother. You know, you just do a random announcement, Charlotte, or what if I wanted to come? Yeah. $25. You know? Instead it costs a dub, nigga, it costs $25. And the way you guys have the prices set up was showing you was trying to get the most because of those fees they take for those transaction fees.
And you see why Apostle Hart did that video on keeping it at home. Cut them niggas, man. This ain't about the bread, yo. Get mad, man.
You that love of riches shall not be satisfied with riches. You know? You got any more, brother?
Yeah, I'm finishing out. Isaiah 54:6. For the Lord called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth when thou. That was the point. That was you said power. That's all you want, right? Verse 5.
Read verse 7 and 8.
Okay. It says, when thou wast refused, saith my power. Verse 7. For a small moment, I have forsaken thee, but with great mercy will I gather thee.
That's right. In this time of mercy, this time of grace, we've been given this time to gather, you know, to get ourselves right in the spirit, to really examine ourselves. You know, that's what this whole grace here is about. Because before a wedding, you know, a woman, you know, brothers know women take a long time to get ready. You know, they layered up, whatever. They're doing their skincare routine. You know, they gotta put their clothes on in layers to make sure, you know, they look right and neat. You know, putting the little jewelry on. You know, that's what the point of this grace period for us to
watch yourself, bro.
To look good. You know, in the spirit though, that's how the Most High judges a man. You know, the inward man. You had King David and his brothers. You know, when Samuel, a wise man, a man of understanding, a man of discernment, he said, surely the Lord's anointed is before me. Right. When he saw David's brother, I can't remember his name, but he was tall.
Yeah, it was several of them though.
Yeah, but it was one of them. You know, he said, surely the Lord's anointed is before me. Yeah. He said, he said, don't look at him for the height of his countenance, because Saul was the tallest man in Israel. You know, well groomed. You know, I refuse that man.
Right. Yeah, it reads on Isaiah 54:8. It says, in a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer.
That's right, everlasting kindness. You know, the Lord is here to have mercy upon us. This little wrath, that little moment, you know, the hardcore bondage. Now is the time for us to really understand, you know, what this truth is all about. What serving Yahweh by Shema Shai, the right way, we're supposed to be learning from the mistakes that our forefathers made, which we are our forefathers. Coming back. Here it is, in these last days, the Lord gave you one more chance to try it again. You know, to really serve Him. Right? But Jake is fumbling the bag. Once again, showing you haven't learned from your mistakes. You know?
So Jeremiah 3 and verse 14, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, for I am married unto you.
Yeah, like we told this guy, you know, like Elder Pastor said, this guy ain't part of the elect. You know, we can see that. You know, you weren't part of the elect. You were considering you were repent. The true Israelites, the true believers of the nation of Israel, that's what I meant to say, the hopeful elect are turning because we understand we backslid. We did wickedness. We've done wickedness in this lifetime. Right? But we have become unrecognizable. Who I was, you know, before I came into this truth, we are no longer those people anymore. Family members don't, old friends, you know.
Jeremiah 3 and 14, turn, O backsliding children, saith the Lord, for I am married unto you, and I will take you, one of a city, and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion.
That's right, so a small sanctuary during these last days is being gathered. right? The Lord ain't dealing with the masses. The Lord ain't dealing with every Israelite group. Just because they got the t-shirt and fringes and the garment and fringes, you know, you gotta discern whether a man serves the Most High and where he serves him not. It's about the doctrine. You know, at the end of the day, who's pushing the will of Yahweh Shemah in the earth? Who's telling you about Jacob's trouble? A famine is coming. Civil unrest, World War III, a time like none other, where you're going to need that personal relationship and the faith in Yahweh Shemah to overcome. You know? You know, so it's been a beautiful weekend, you know, to come out here once again to preach the downfall, the destruction of Babylon the Great, preaching America in the Holy Scriptures and the salvation to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the gospel, the good news. Before we close out, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem,